Hello, my name is Carol Moreno and I am presenting a poster titled A Novel Version of the Rat Gambling Task. Decision-making incorporates the use of weighing out potential rewards and consequences and is a cognitive process that encompasses reward and motivation, as well as memory and learning as key components to making successful and advantageous choices. A task used to assess healthy decision-making skills is the Iowa gambling task, in which participants are given 4 decks, 2 of which are deemed advantageous and the other 2 disadvantageous, and are then instructed to maximize their earnings with the least amount of loss. To establish preclinical data, this was then translated onto rats, creating the rat gambling task. Several labs have used various equipment, task duration, rewards, and punishments, creating several different versions of the rat gambling task. Many versions have used the notion of good and bad choices. However, a lab wanted to add a third choice, a neutral choice. Our lab created a novel version of the rat gambling task where we used 3 choices. One advantageous choice issuing a small reward, 1 pellet, 90% of the time, while the other 10% of the time issued a punishment in the form of a 10-second timeout with no pellet reward. A disadvantageous choice rewarding 4 pellets 40% of the time with a 40-second timeout the other 60% of the time with no pellet reward. And a neutral choice rewarding 2 pellets 50% of the time with a 25-second timeout the other 50% of the time with no pellet reward. We wanted to see if the 3 choices would reveal new neural networks in decision making. We plan to use 12 sprawl dally rats and place them on a diet until 85% of their weight is reached to encourage reward-seeking behavior. Once this is accomplished, they will engage in operant training. Each training phase trains a different task in which they will associate a reward with a nose poke. Once operant training is completed, rats are presented with our novel version of the rat gambling task, in which they will be exposed to the task for 3 days and their scores will be averaged. Until now, studies have only used 2 or 4 choices with only good or bad choices without considering a truly neutral third choice. Studying this additional variable could give us insight into potential underlying neural mechanisms used in decision making. Thank you.